Hey, good evening, over the farm. Good evening, beautiful people. Atrowe salute. Hi, hi, hi. What's up, everybody? Happy weekend. Hello, welcome. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the comment section, please. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome. So, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. You're about to meet your therapist to talk about this. Virtual Nomads TV said, I'm so sad. I'm just about to meet my therapist to talk about this same topic. Be back soon. Okay. Feel better. I hope you feel better. Thank you, everybody. God's time, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. Remember to give us a thumbs up as you are coming in to the show. Thank you, thank you. Thank God it's Friday. I'm so happy that it's Friday because I've just been looking forward to this Friday. This week was kind of slow. I don't know if it's just me. Even today, I've been checking the time. The time seemed very, very slow today. I'm like, this time, are you slower some days and faster in some days? I think by Friday, everybody's tired, to be honest. Mm. After working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, by Friday, you are done. You just want to rest. You're looking forward to the weekend to have a downtime. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I said this is going to be an interactive session, and I'm happy someone said that they are very, very interested and actually going to see a therapist. So that's good. That's progress. People are embracing therapy now. Very, very good. It's not wasted money. Therapy is not money wasted. It's good. It's good investment on your well-being. Please do not see therapy as waste of money. People are suffering all over the world. People are suffering emotionally, mentally, and there's no release. It's just a lot going on in this world today. So anything that can make you feel better, anything that can help your mental health, anything that can help your emotional well-being, please invest in it. It's not a waste of money. So it's gonna be an interactive session. I said I want us to have a discussion. So I'm sharing my link and I'm asking the question: what's intimacy, attention, and romance means to a woman? I'm seeing so many women in the comment section. What does it mean to you, Victoria? Hmm? Victoria, you said the week went fast for you. What does intimacy and romance means to you? Tell me in the comment section, or jump into the studio and tell me if you are free to talk. Welcome, Sister Uju. How are you? Yes, we're having this. I want to have an interactive session. Let's have like a discussion around it. So yeah. Usually people don't like to when it's something like this. I don't know why. If it's something to comment on, like something happening on social media, a general thing, yeah. But I think these sort of topics are also very important because we are learning and unlearning, right? So we need to be having this conversation. What does it mean to you? Yeah, thank you, Sister Uju, for taking the bold step of jumping into the studio.
I
Welcome back.
thank you. I'm always afraid. I don't know about my network, how it will handle,
Oh,
but
okay. Do you have issues with your network?
no, you remember there was a time I came up and my network was just messing up. I don't know.
Oh,
So
okay.
since
It's good
then, I've had
today.
this phobia.
No, 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 no. It's not that deep. It's not that
Uh,
serious. Sometimes it
okay.
happens. Remember, I used to have that issue as well. Remember, one
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. It's technology in it. So sometimes it
Yeah.
does. Yeah. Okay. Welcome, sis. What do you have to say?
Thank
What
you.
do you think this means to women? Attention,
Oh,
intimacy,
hello.
Because
Intimacy.
yeah,
It
these are
means a
something
lot too.
that we don't discuss in our culture.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
hearing
you're
you.
breaking. Yeah. It depends. It depends on the individual. Can you hear me?
Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm hearing
It's
you
not
loud and clear.
okay. It depends on the individual. And you know, intimacy, I can talk about myself. Intimacy
Mm-hmm.
means a lot. So it depends on what you call intimacy. Intimacy is not when the man, you jump the kerewa. It's not really kerewa. It's not the actual kerewa.
Yes.
Intimacy, there's a lot,
Yeah.
involves a lot. To me, is when you show me affection, when you show me that you hear me, that you care, even if it means holding hands, even if that little hug, calling me at work, how are you doing today, honey? You see what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
when I come back to work, how was work?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And things, doing little things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say you're off. I say my husband is off and I'm working. And I
Mm-hmm.
come back from work and he already prepared something. No matter,
Yeah.
I know it will not taste like mine, but at
Mm-hmm.
least the effort, that
Mm-hmm.
is intimacy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And telling me, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, our daughter is okay. She's already eating and all that. That
Mm-hmm.
is intimacy to me. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the real kerewa, you don't
Mm-hmm.
even need to pressure me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be, because my hand, you've shown me intimacy. It will be so
Yes.
easy for me to surrender completely to you. Do you
Yes.
understand? That is
Absolutely.
intimacy to
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah.
Some people, just like I said, it depends on the individual. Some people, intimacy is when you give them money. Do you understand? They like
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they like money. You give
Yeah.
them money, they see money, they, okay, do whatever you want with me. So it
Yes.
depends on the individual.
Yeah.
Women need intimacy. They are not house helps. They
Yeah.
need intimacy. Do you know, in our culture, you see a husband and a wife, it is a taboo for them to hold hands. It is a
Yes.
taboo for
Somebody is asking, the Ying with Melanie is asking, is holding hands intimacy?
her. To me, holding hands means a lot. Is that
Yeah, I think
one?
holding hands is intimacy.
It
It falls
is.
into the category. It
It
depends
does.
on what your love language is. So there are various love
Exactly.
languages. We'll talk about it. Let me just put it on the screen so you can
Okay.
see it, because I did print out the five basic ones that we
Awesome.
normally talk about. So
Physical touch.
yes,
Exactly. What is
intimacy is
physical
physical
touch?
touch. Yes. Yeah.
So when you see all these Oyibo people holding hands, what do you think it is? When you
Yes.
hold hands, it's not just holding hands. There is a smooshing that goes with it. Do you understand? That is
Yes.
intimacy. It's not like holding hands. You're holding your child's hand. There's an
Yes.
intimate form of holding hands. You know what I'm talking about.
Of
There's
course.
this softness that goes with it and the smooshing that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes a lot. And quality time.
Yeah.
Just like it says there. I remember when we were less busy, sometimes my husband and I would my husband will say, oh, honey, let's just go for a ride. Just going for a ride and talking and laughing in the car is a form of intimacy. People don't realize that
Yes. Yes.
because you're so busy working.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in the car, talking and laughing, sharing intimate stuff, what
Mm-hmm.
happened to you, that is intimacy. It draws us
Mm-hmm.
closer.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we may decide, okay, let's take a quick vacation. We're not flying, no. We just
Mm-hmm.
drive to a nearby state, just
Yeah.
talking, buying stuff in the car, laughing. Once we hit the hotel, the tempo will be very high because
Mm-hmm.
of that intimacy. You see what I'm
Yes.
talking about? But people
Yes.
don't realize that.
Yes. That's why we are
So
here to teach. We are here
exactly,
to open this up so that people can learn. Both men and women can learn, especially men. Because the thing is that what I find is that a lot of men, will say, oh, my wife is not into me anymore. She's always saying I have a headache. She doesn't say yes to Kerewa. And this is where the problem is. You said something just now, Sister Uju. You said,
mhm,
when you do little things, you show me to show me that you care. That is like doing kerewa to my spirit. You are already doing kerewa to my heart. And so the physical kerewa is going to be easy because you're already
exactly,
prepared.
exactly.
Yes.
Just maybe during the day, because what men do is they think that Kerewa, you must be in that bedroom. No, it start during the day. Hey, hon, you
Yes.
look so beautiful. Ah, this your
Yes.
hair. Oh. And then the
Yes.
little touch, you touch the waist. Wow, you look
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that, giving those little sweet talks prepares
Mm-hmm.
the heart, prepares the woman. You don't
Mm-hmm.
just slave the woman throughout the day. She will be watching, washing, cleaning, cooking, taking care
Mm-hmm.
of the kids, all that. And then at night, you pounce on her like a lion. It doesn't work
Yes.
like that now.
Yes. Yes.
You start preparing
Absolutely.
her. Don't
Yes.
worry, honey. Just relax. So I got this. Let me do
Mm-hmm.
this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Relax. Oh, let me.
Yeah. Uju, you're cutting off a bit there. Can you guys hear her? I'm not
Oh,
hearing her. Okay, you're back now. Okay.
oh, you see my
Yeah.
network. Yeah.
I'm
So
hearing
it
you
starts.
again. Yeah.
It starts throughout the day, doing little things for her. Just sit down, honey. I got this. I got that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And at night, you won't even. There's no effort. She won't tell you she has a headache before you even say
Yes.
why. She's there
Yes. So a
because
lot
you've
of women
shown her
struggle.
intimacy.
Yes. A lot of women struggle because there's no romance in their
Yeah,
marriages. Okay?
exactly.
And romance is like the air that we breathe as women. Okay? Men don't necessarily need romance that much, but
No,
women, we need it. It's something that we need. And if a woman doesn't feel loved, you don't feel appreciated, you don't feel connected, you don't feel romance for your spouse, it is difficult for you to agree to Keriwa. You understand?
true.
Because Keriwa for women is not mechanical. It's not something you just say, okay, we'll set time. You have a timetable. Say, okay, we'll do it Wednesday, Thursday, or we'll do it Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It doesn't work for us like that. So, like, okay, this intimacy that you're talking about, romance is like the foreplay that you need in preparation. Like you were saying, little things, like doing acts of service, little things like you were saying, helping me to do something when
Yeah,
I'm not there, being mindful of the other person, you
true.
know, is loving intimacy is loving a woman the way she wants to be loved.
Loved, exactly. True.
Yes. Because
Very
sometimes
true.
I think that word it can be very, very ambiguous. Love.
Hmm.
What does it mean? I see a lot
Exactly.
of teachers who talk about love. They often say that the English interpretation of love is very, very limited. It doesn't express it in its purest form what it means because there are different kinds of
True.
love, right?
Mm.
So for instance, you will hear men of God teaching, someone like PK will be teaching about, different kinds of love. There is a eros kind of love, which is
Yeah.
the attraction one.
Yeah.
There is philios, which is friendship, and
Yeah.
there is agape, which is the love of God, the purest form of love, and all that. So
Yeah.
sometimes, what does love mean to you?
True.
And I mean, I think it all starts from having conversations around these things.
Exactly. And you hear people say, "Don't tell me you love me. Show me." And you have
Yes.
to understand that person's, language of love.
Mm-hmm.
I am not moved by gifts, so you can buy
Right.
me everything. It doesn't move me. I don't care. Do you understand? It
Mhm.
doesn't move me. But
Mhm.
show me the little things you do that you listen. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just giving an example. I'll be talking, oh, this is see this, so this, see this, so see that, oh. But not knowing that my husband is speaking everything. Do you understand? And then you
Mhm.
just show that stuff that you just mentioned. I just said it to randomly.
Mhm.
Show me that
Mhm.
you are paying attention to the little things I say, even my little sigh. Like we'll be
Yes.
sitting down, you just sigh. You just say,
Yes.
why are you sighing? What happened? What
Yes.
is going? That is me. It's not. I don't care about gifts. So it depends. Find your own
Yes.
love language. Find your
Yes.
spouse love language and go
So
with it.
so the one that works for you is physical touch and acts of service.
Yes, act of
Okay.
service. That's
Acts of
that's what works
service.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cynthia is saying a lot of African women also are not affectionate either. They don't hug or play with their partners or husband. They are so uptight. I've heard
Very
this
true.
complaint from men.
Very
Yeah.
true. Very,
So
very true too.
Yeah. I mean, what do you have to say about that in terms of not being expressive with love, even from women? Because this thing I find from my own personal experience, what
Mhm.
I've learned is that we didn't grow up seeing it with our parents,
Yes.
right? I don't think I ever saw my parents, you know, showing any kind of romance or, not in this typical sense the way we are describing, because the way they showed love for themselves back in the day is different, right?
Very true.
If
Yes.
a man is providing, it's considered as,
Love. Hmm.
love. You love your family. You make sure that
Yeah.
there's food. You make sure the school fees is paid. You make sure your family is taken care of, right? But
Yes.
things have changed, So I think we need to learn it, whether you're a man or woman now, in this generation. If you are not brought up, or you are not accustomed to. Some people were brought up in families where their parents were holding hands,
Hmm.
they were kissing and touching and all that.
Hmm.
But if you didn't grow up in that environment, you have to learn it.
Very true.
Because trust me, there is nobody that doesn't like it.
Exactly.
Nobody, even pets. Have you seen Oyibo person with their dog? No, 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 it's true,
Very
Sister
true.
Oju. The way
Very
they
true.
pet their dog,
Very
they
true.
they touch the dog, they kiss the dog,
They
they
kiss the
embrace
dog.
the dog.
Ah, true.
Even I love you. Let me tell you this. I love you. Some people have never said, except on their marriage. That was the last time they say I love you. It's awkward for some Africans to say I love you to their wives, or from wives to say it to their husbands. They are not used to it, but we can learn, can't we?
We can learn, and I think that this generation, this the younger generation, should be doing it more. Okay,
Mm.
our parents didn't do it. I remember my mother didn't do it, but once I got married, what name are you calling your husband, sweetie, honey? This, I'm like, mommy, what name did you call your husband? Is it not Papa, Papa?
Papa Chico's there. Papa Chichi,
Yeah.
Mama Chichi. Yes,
Exactly. But she
yes,
was teaching me, you need to call your husband sweet names. You need to
yes.
hug your husband. You need to show affection. I'm like, mommy, you, uncle, you didn't show. Do you understand? And our culture, like you said, do you know
Mm-hmm.
when I go to Nigeria, I have to be very, very careful not to
Mm-hmm.
hold hands with my husband, because people
Yes.
around will say, this is not, go and find bedroom, or this is not our culture.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see, so you have to hold yourself in that manner.
Yes.
Even when you go to back home, I just
Mm-hmm.
traveled back home.
Mm-hmm.
The things that your husband used to do, like cook, do this, he can do it. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
allow him, because it's not our culture. They'll
Yes.
frown at it.
Yes. So
So
someone
yeah,
like Maureen is saying, I wish my husband could listen to this. Maureen, you can send it to your husband later.
yes,
His love language is acts of service, and doesn't understand when I say I need to also hear these words of love, appreciation, and affection. So this is very, very important that he needs to learn it. Okay? Some
yes,
men are not expressive like that. They cannot say I love you. It's awkward for them. But he said, but now, no. A woman needs to hear it.
exactly,
PK said it is a sin for a woman to go and spend 5 hours in the salon. She will make her hair. Why do you think we are making our hair, by the way? Isn't that for us to look good? Look good
E-
for who? For you.
exactly. And
And
then
then
you
the
come
woman will
back, they
come
won't say
home
anything.
and you will not even notice. Let me tell you the one that Daddy Wa does that pisses me off. Yeah. He's
Mhm.
on this, he's sitting, in fact, it's part of him. I'm doing this video.
That you are.
Mhm. Yeah. He will not say something affirmative, like, when you do your hair, like, let's take the example of hair. You go and do your hair or something, or
Mm,
you wear something nice. He won't say
mhm.
something. He will say there's no need to say it. But if it's not nice, he will say it.
Oh,
Can you see?
yeah.
So it's reverse, which is very, very bad. So now I feel like, okay, you never say something, you never say something to, compliment. You don't give me compliment. But if it's not nice, you say, there's no need to say anything if it's nice.
Mm.
I've tried over the years to correct it, but it didn't work. So I've just given up. But it
That you
does,
are.
it's a problem. Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It is.
Sister B, let me ask you a question. When he looks good, he dresses nice, do you compliment him?
I do.
See?
I'm very, very generous with compliments. I do.
See, so daddy, daddy, please, I beg.
I'm very, very
Compliment your
generous with
wife.
compliment. I believe that you should express, because everybody likes
Exactly.
compliment. That's the truth. Men love
Exactly.
compliment.
Very
Like the
true.
other day, we went out. I think a day before Father's Day, we went out, and he was wearing this trouser. Was very nice trousers. And I was saying to the children, I was saying, look at this daddy's pants. It's really, really nice. It looks nice on him. It was well fitted. You
Move
know,
away from the
you know,
screen.
really nice. And I said, "Oh, this looks nice. I haven't seen it before." And the children were laughing, and I was like, "Obviously, it's not your style." We were going out with the boys. I said, "It's not your style, but it looks good." He was smiling. So
Mm.
everybody likes compliment. You see,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
yeah, for a woman, it is very, very crucial that we receive that because it's a way that you show us that okay, I'm still hot. You still find me attractive. You understand?
Yeah. And for
So
men that are not doing it, if another man, you remember with your wife will go to the office and another man will be complimenting her. And you wonder, oh, why is she not giving me attention? Because another man is doing what you're supposed to be doing.
yes, yes, I'm going to send this video to Daddy. Wa, to be honest, I will send it to him too.
Yeah.
That's what
Because
I'm going
another
to
man
do.
will be doing it. When you come, oh, you look so beautiful. You're supposed to be complimenting your wife. That's your wife, for heaven's sake.
Hmm,
They don't realize
hmm.
that the temptation we dodge every day. Men, you don't realize it. Because other men will be eyeing your wife. Why not compliment her? Show her that love. I don't, Sister B, I think I've talked enough.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Uju. I
You're
appreciate you
welcome.
for jumping in.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
let's make this very interactive. So,
Very.
the first question I'm asking people, I appreciate you, sis, for calling. God bless you. Yeah. Who changed their name to Miss Wayward, to your law? Who did this? Is it D? D is the one that's been saying she's Wayward. Are you the one that changed your name to Miss Wayward? Because I have Mrs. Wayward on the studio. Unmute yourself. Let me hear you. Mm? My
Hi,
link is.
I had to be. It's Miss Amor that changed her name. I was the one that said wayward. So
You
I
changed
think
your name. Did
yes,
you change your YouTube name to Miss Wayward?
yes,
Really?
yes,
How did you do that? Oh
yeah.
my
Yeah, I
God.
think I
Okay.
was the one that shared the topic, and I was like, "Oh, wayward!" It's like just whatever it is, being wayward, and So I decided to change my name to that.
All right.
Um,
So, what's your love language? Tell us.
ooh, everything.
All of the above.
Yes,
You are not playing.
but I believe it is,
So
but I
which
would
ones are
say,
more important to you? There will be
yeah,
one or two that is more important to
yeah.
you.
I would say for me, it's words of affirmation and
Mm-hmm.
acts of service. Those are
Okay.
like my two. No, no, actually, it's not acts of service. Quality time. I was trying to remember the other one. Words
Yeah.
of affirmation and quality time.
It's on the
Um,
screen. If you look at the screen, you see the five, the basic
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't looking at it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, it's quality time and words of affirmation.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's something that, of course, reading the book, it's been a while since I read the book, but reading the book does give some kind of insight into how people are and how their emotional framework is. And
Mm-hmm.
I think a bigger part of this conversation is the emotional unavailability in African people.
Yes.
There's a huge, and it's both sides. It's also men, it's also women. We
Absolutely.
don't know how to, and I don't blame us, because the way Africa is structured, the way our culture is, it requires a lot of you dimming down some parts of you to be able to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents, they were basically trying to provide for us. Who had time to be checking if you felt angry or you felt sad? Look, there's food on the table. Even when you felt sad and you wanted to talk to your parents and say, "Oh, Dad, I feel sad." You are not sad in Jesus' name. Or after the food we gave you, you are still complaining. So we're not in tune with our emotions as we should be,
Yes.
and it's something.
Hold on, Miss Wayward. Let me address this before we
Yes,
go on.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, guys, please come into the studio. This is interactive. I'm not doing all the talking today. I like the fact that Sister Oju jumped in and then Miss Amo is here now. She changed her name to Miss Wayward. I don't know why. Patience said something. If you're looking at the screen, she said, "I'm having problems with my husband because I am not kissing."
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So that's serious. That's something very, very serious. And I'm wondering why. Why are you not kissing patients? Is it you don't like kissing, or do you think is it a religious thing? Do you think it's a sin, or
Hmm.
why? There
It,
must be a reason.
there's a reason, yeah. Or
Why?
she probably
There must be
doesn't
a
like
reason.
the way her husband kisses.
Is it that he's not a good kisser?
Yeah.
Are there oral hygiene issues? There must be a
Mm-hmm.
reason. Have
Yeah.
you kissed somebody else before? Or it's just your husband you don't like? Because the truth is that if you've dated somebody that doesn't know how to kiss, you will understand.
Yeah.
You know, it's not everybody that knows how to kiss. You know
No,
that.
it's true. It's true.
It's true. With
It's
some
true.
men, I mean, I like the fact that she's fessing up and just saying, you know what, I'm not kissing him.
It,
And it's
it,
a problem for us, you
yeah.
know. Some
Yeah.
women don't know how to kiss, but some men too don't know how to
Know how to
kiss.
kiss. Yeah.
Have you dated somebody that they want to kiss you? All they will do is just be choking their tongue so you tie
Yeah.
your mouth. They will just be sticking their tongue into your
Ah,
mouth. They want to
you
eat.
want to remove it.
You want to choke me? Eh?
Yeah. So I don't.
Yes. So
Yeah. It's
I
like,
like to know patience why you
yeah.
don't like kissing him.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a layered something, and
Yes.
um there's something that I am currently unpacking from therapy is
Mhm.
the I would like to use the word is the emotional elephant in the room. Like
Right.
when two people come together, they are bringing in their experiences, right? So
Mhm.
whether man, woman, friendships, everybody has, there's always a background framework
Mhm.
in. And the important thing is when relationships are formed, even with friendships and, whatever it is, you know, it's for the relationship to get intimate, you have to discuss those background things. You
Right.
know, oftentimes when we talk about intimacy, sometimes we tend to focus on the parts to Keroa, but
Yes.
it's not just about. I think Keroa is important, but the
Yes.
meat is the being able to discuss. I had a friend of mine, he's a very good friend of mine, just recently divorced, and he was telling me some things. And I remember he just said something like, you know what, I've never shared this thing with my wife. I was like,
Hmm.
what do you mean you haven't shared this information with your wife?
Hmm.
On the other side, his own complaint was, oh, she doesn't hear me, she doesn't. And I'm like, okay, but you are not connecting with her. You are
Mhm.
complaining that she's not connecting with you. Like
Right.
you are not, there are so many things that you both are not unpacking. And she too also has her own experiences, right? So
Mhm.
everybody is coming in with
Mhm.
their own background and nobody is discussing the important things. And I
Mhm.
believe that the way you this is my, I'm not married, but I think the way you learn better intimacy is how intimate you are in your siblingship, how intimate you are in your friendships. That sets the foundation of how you will be intimate in your relationship.
Mhm.
Because if you are, it doesn't just happen overnight, right?
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
you are willing and say, okay, I want intimacy, I want this, I want that, but you don't know how to,
Mhm.
it's hard to now come into a relationship and you're now expecting the person to is supposed to know. I have a friend of mine that says that. I'm like, you want this guy to hold you,
Mhm.
but you don't want to tell him that you
Tell
want
him.
him to hold
Tell
you.
him.
She
Open your
doesn't want to
mouth and
say it.
tell
She said,
him.
but he's supposed to. And I'm like, girl,
No.
no.
Mm-mm.
Tell him
He's
what
not a
you
mind
need.
reader.
He's
He's
not
not
a
a mind
mind
reader.
reader. But
Yeah.
the same, although with the way we were taught, and I'll use myself as an experience, you are not supposed to be forward. So
Mhm.
you let the man lead you into that space. But unfortunately, a lot of men don't know. They are just confused. Okay, why are you acting all cold? Meanwhile, you want him. Like it's a
Mhm.
very, very interesting thing, and it's something that I'm unpacking with therapy. And so I just wanted to share the emotional unavailability amongst us as Africans. It's
Yes,
a
that's
real
that's a
issue.
big is a big
It's a real
issue.
issue. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big issue
yeah,
because somebody can say, "Oh, when women do complain quite a lot that their spouses are emotionally available,"
yeah.
and I've had a man say, "But I'm always here. I'm here."
Hmm.
And she said, no, but you are here physically, but you are not here.
You are not here. You are
So
not
being
there.
emotionally available is not the same thing as physically
So you be available.
available. So
Yes,
your
ma'am.
body can be there. You can be sitting on a couch, but
Hmm.
you're on your phone. Did you see
Hmm.
that wedding that went
Ah, Omo.
something went viral a while
I say,
ago?
I say, God, please don't
Where
do
the
this to
guy was
me.
scrolling on his phone when he and his
So
bride
bad.
were walking down the aisle, and this guy had a phone in one hand. So that already tells you that this guy,
And and if you notice towards the end of the video, she was kind of like nudging him, and he looked at her like, "Why are you disturbing
you
me?"
know
I was
what?
just
Let me
like,
find that
"Man."
video. Yeah, let me find that video so
And
that we can.
I
That's a
saw it,
very
I was
good
like,
example.
"Man, I can't. I don't get it." And
Mhm,
I think it was a Nigerian wedding because of the people in the background.
mhm.
So to
Yes.
him, he probably didn't see anything wrong with it. Like, yeah, we're
On
married.
your wedding day, you are scrolling phone. I've seen the video. Thank God for Google. Google is your friend, yo. He was busy scrolling phone. Mo ní,
It was sad.
Ẹgbà
It
mi
was,
aládùúgbò.
it was
Why is
sad.
this guy on the phone?
It was
Today is your wedding day. You are getting married. You have no business
on the
being
phone.
on the phone.
Not even while people are watching you, people are saying hi and congratulating you, and you're just on the phone just typing, and your wife is like waving to everybody. It's kind of
Yes.
weird. It's weird.
Yes,
It was very weird.
it's completely unacceptable, that
It was
behavior.
weird. Yeah.
I don't know why he did it. I really don't know why he did it. But it was trending for a reason because there was something wrong. There was something wrong with
Hmm.
okay, let me share it. Let me just share it while we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to share the experience that I had about a woman who said, let's finish this one first, then I'll share that one. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, I
Okay.
can.
So this is the wedding. On your wedding day, Mr. Groom, that's him. He
Yeah.
was holding her on his left hand and had his phone on his right hand.
Yeah.
They just got married. Can you see the
She's such
altar
a
is
pretty
behind
girl,
them?
though.
They are walking out of the church. And this man was scrolling his phone.
Mm.
What is more important than your wedding day?
No. No.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Can you see?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see?
That was. Oh, I don't. Maybe they'll get. See. I was just like,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. She's telling him off. He's frowning his face.
ah, and
He's
she
frowning
now
his
kept
face. You
quiet.
see, he carried on with the phone. He carried on with the phone. So that when we are talking about being emotionally available,
Yeah, but
guys,
yeah, that
this
is
is
it.
what we mean,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't mean that you are not there physically.
Yes.
When you come home and you go on the phone or
Mhm.
you go on the TV,
Yeah.
you don't check on your children, you don't check on your wife, you
Yeah.
don't talk,
You don't talk.
you're not emotionally
The
available.
silent treatment. The
Silence, no conversation. How was your day? No chit chat. You say,
oh
"Oh, I'm tired. I'm
yeah.
tired. I want to rest." Yeah.
Yeah.
So if a guy, there's a reason why this video was trending because
Hmm.
a lot of people just found it unacceptable that a groom will even
Hmm.
have his phone on his wedding day.
Hmm.
That's to tell me that this guy, he and his phone, they are
Yeah.
already in the relationship,
Yeah.
and the
But
bride is the third wheel in that relationship now. Yeah, it's
or
true.
it could be that she's not. And me when I saw that video, I was like, probably he's just getting married to her for to fulfill her righteousness. He doesn't really love her. Like
Why
that's what
was he
I
not
saw.
is his marriage too? Why was he not present?
I feel like he's already checked out. He's emotionally. He's not in the relationship. This is just to fulfill, you know, all righteousness. Like that's what I feel. I don't
Yeah.
think I would feel comfortable knowing that my spouse on the day that we decide to be one, you are doing this. To me, I just feel like you don't care about me. You don't care like so you're checked out. Like you've checked out. Like
Hmm.
you've checked
He's
out.
on his phone
Mm-hmm.
and grabbing his wife. She's laughing. All their guests are there present, looking at them, walking down after saying I do. and you
Yeah.
are checking phone. Are you checking your messages or you checking your email? Is it business? Why
No.
are you on the phone?
No. I think the
Yeah,
guy has.
this is
Yeah.
unacceptable. The bride
Yeah.
looks very gorgeous. I like
And
her
she's
dress.
so
It's
pretty.
really
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a beautiful dress, and
Yeah.
it's just yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. She has a lot to do to win, to make him present. If he can be holding his phone on
Yep.
his wedding day
Yep.
and dragging her, he's not even looking at where he's going. Somebody would have
Mhm.
put leg in front of him.
Maybe
Let him
I know that phone.
he will just fall down. You see, he's complaining. He's
Yeah.
he's frowning.
And
Can you see
very
his body
and made her
language?
feel sad. It's like the way he looked at her, she too had to, adjust me to let
You
me be
don't need to
serious.
hear what they are saying to know that body language has a way of giving
Yes.
someone away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I think she was like, put the phone away now. And he
Yes.
was like,
She was
why are you complaining? What are
why
you
you
complaining
complaining? What
about?
I think, yeah.
So
And then she just
being
yeah.
emotionally available means that you are in the present. You are there.
Hmm.
You are there,
Yeah.
not only physically, but you are looking at the person, making eye contact, talking
Hmm.
to the person.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, not that you are
Mhm.
you are you're somewhere very far. You say, but I'm always home now. No, you are not
I'm over
home.
here.
You're watching TV.
I
You're
want to
not
ask a
home.
question, Auntie B. Sorry to
Go
cut
ahead,
you.
my dear.
Um, when men are chasing you down, they seem to be very emotionally available. And this is to the men, it's also to you and what you think.
Yeah.
What makes that availability stop? Like, what is the thing that, because I can like I've been chased down before, guys that they want to know how you're feeling, tell me about your day, who,
Hmm.
and then it will just go wah, 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 and then it's like you are not the one that is trying to
The
keep
way
that
do you
interest.
listen? Do you listen to Pastor Kingsley?
Sometimes from time to time, yes.
I advise you to listen to. I
Yeah.
watch every single video that he posts.
Yeah.
He's very good. You will
Yeah.
learn a lot. The way he explained it is that he said that men are hunters.
Okay.
Okay? Because he addressed this. He said men are hunters. That, when you've conquered something, there's no need for you to be chasing the thing. So when they are chasing you, they
Mm-hmm.
want you. You've not said yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they are chasing you, they are giving you all the time, attention, taking you out, buying you
Mm-hmm.
stuff, giving you money and all that. But once they've married you, there's nothing again. And that is why men and women need to be taught that when you get married, you move from, the love now moves to intentional love. So this
Mm-hmm.
time around, he's not hunting anymore, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
needs to now be intentional about pursuing you, even in marriage. And he said he had to learn. He said he had to learn. Thank God for teachable men who are
Mm-hmm.
out there that you can teach them. Because some men, you can actually teach them, they learn. It might take a while, but they learn.
Take
And he
a
said
while.
he used to be like that. That
Mm.
he used to be like that, once he doesn't see his wife, he will not call her.
And just
Also, you sent me a video on IG. Okay, I'll take a look.
mm,
All right. And he said his wife was the one that actually told him, no, I'm not one of your guys. You need to call me. You need to, check up on me. Don't just be doing dude like you do with your friends. You understand?
yeah.
So I think it's about learning that, okay, because somebody is your wife now, or because somebody has said yes, doesn't mean that, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that you need to stop pursuing them because women, we like being pursued. We enjoy it.
Mm.
We enjoy it. Okay?
Mm. Yes. Yeah.
It's very, very important. I think it's about learning, moving
Mm.
from chasing before they say yes, and after you say yes,
Yes.
carrying on that
We
chase.
keep together. Yeah.
Because if you don't, and that's why we're talking about this, the romance in the marriage is going to kaput.
Yeah.
And once it ends, it is difficult for a woman. Because with women, the difference between men and women is that we are biologically and we are different,
Yes.
right?
True.
We are so
True.
different.
True.
So a man doesn't need all that plenty romance to carry one, right?
Mm. Yes.
But a woman, it is vital for us to have that romance.
Mm. Yeah.
Like Sister Jo was saying, what affection mean, what intimacy means to her.
Mm.
And this
Mm.
is applicable to a lot of women as well. If you want to join the conversation, guys, please
Yeah.
use the link and come into the studio.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. She said affection. I was
Mm.
taking notes. She said hearing me.
Yes.
So
Hearing
if you are
me.
talking to
Yeah.
someone, for instance, if I'm having a conversation with you
Yeah.
and you are on your phone, for
Mhm.
instance, or
Yeah.
you are watching TV, I don't believe you are hearing me.
Yes. That's true. Very,
I
very
need
true.
to make eye contact with you, and I need
Mm.
to like
Understand
look at
you.
you and know that you are really hearing me.
Yeah.
And it also includes listening when somebody is trying to have a conversation
Yeah.
and not trying to interrupt. You
Yes.
understand?
Yeah.
Listen. Let me
Listen.
finish. Even if you want to come back with something, let me finish first. Let me
Yeah.
say, this
Yeah.
is what is on my mind. I
Mm.
want to say it. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So that's hearing. Then she said hug, hugging. That's
Mm.
alien to some people. Yeah, Daddy Why doesn't hug, unfortunately. I like hugs quite a lot. Calling,
Mm.
calling her, holding hands, doing
Mm. Yeah.
little things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I see it is about everything about intimacy is about how I want to be loved. Loving a woman or a man the way they
Mm.
want to be
Want to
loved.
be loved. Yeah. And it
Yeah.
has to be. It has to be communicated. I
Yes.
think that is the most that if it's not communicated, everybody's just going to be figuring it out. And I also think even in conflicts shows intimacy. I think when there's disagreement, how the disagreement is handled shows what will happen afterwards. You know, are you still there, Auntie B?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
here.
Yeah. So I would say there's this one thing I'm learning myself. I say, the reason why people conflict is important, but how you conflict matters more,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the residue of that you carry it into the rest of the relationship. So give an example. Somebody's in a relationship. I've been in this kind of relationship before where, okay, I have shared some of my own issues, my best parts, the good parts, the bad parts, the things that make me feel somehow. And then you throw it at me in a conflict.
Mm-hmm.
It will be hard for me to be intimate with you after the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
I will close off because in my mind I'll be like, oh no, no, you just did this to me. If I share this one again with you, you will throw it at me again. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I start to now put some deep issues away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I would say, and this one thing I'm learning too as well, is in handling conflict with people, when it's hot, hot, it's not nice. Sit down and process the reason why it's hot in your heart. And then you talk about it. It's a
Mm-hmm.
long process, it's a
Mm-hmm.
hard process, but it's better because it helps the relationship,
Yeah.
And I think, I'm of the opinion where I say everybody needs therapy. I
Mm-hmm.
stand 10 toes down on that, because there are lots of things that we carry that we're trying to figure out, and we just want the physical thing to occur, which is the hugging, the holding, the kissing, the oh baby I feel you. But there are things happening. For instance, a guy might go to work and he doesn't feel seen at work,
Mm-hmm.
and then he comes into his house and he says, okay, this is my home, I want to be seen in my house. And mommy is dealing with the kids,
Yes.
and she's like, babe, well, get along, join me and take care of the kids. And the guy is like, but I just wanted you to see me,
Yeah.
And it's the flip side too as well, especially even in this diaspora, even being immigrants, the stress of that, trying to find your way, trying to navigate your way in in whatever the countries that we're in. It's a lot of heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at the same time, you still want that intimacy. You still want to be able to connect to the person that is supposed to be the most vulnerable person with you. Because I believe that marriage is the deepest, highest level of vulnerability, intimacy that you can ever get.
Yeah.
So, but this person is also dealing with our own issues, and you are dealing with your own issues, and then we have children, and we are trying to kind of create this thing.
Yeah. That's why you have to talk and you have to make time. It's all about
Yeah,
communicating and
communicating. Yeah,
about making time
yeah,
together to
yeah,
still build, even with work,
yeah,
juggling children,
yeah,
juggling life and
yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
there needs to be time. Otherwise, if the romance is not there,
If
the
it's not there, it's
relationship
not
is
there.
going to kaput. It will.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
will.
It
That's
will.
why, the other day we're talking about how somebody said women are always the one that are filing for divorce. Statistics show that 70 something percent of women file for the
No.
divorces. And yeah, because I said it's not the day that people file for divorce that they
No.
check out of that marriage.
No.
They've already checked out. A lot of
Mm.
people are just in marriages.
Yeah.
Emotionally, they are already checked out.
Yeah. I already checked out.
Yes. It's
I
now,
don't know. Oh,
now
go ahead.
depending on the day they will now finally take that move to say, you know what, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to make it official. That's
Yeah.
when I file for divorce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see this video that Uzo
Okay.
recommended that we listen to. Let's listen
Yes.
to
Yes,
it.
Auntie.
See what they have to say. I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like a church.
He will use hand on me. He will use hand to make love to me. Will you match? Do you understand what I'm talking? He will use hand on me without using his odogu.
Oh.
Is it good?
What happened to Odogu Kwano?
After I will be crying, but he doesn't know that he will be sleeping. Me, I will be there. He will use hand on me. He will use hand to make love to me. Will you match? Do you understand what I'm talking?
The man is looking at the sky, yo. Hey, by me.
Yeah.
Uzo,
Love.
people like to just see you. Where have we entered again? Now the woman says hand that uncle is using. Look, did you see the uncle? He's looking another direction.
Yeah.
This is a massive church. Oh, they decide to do this in public.
Hey,
He will use on me without using his odogu. Is it good?
What happened to Odogu Kwano?
After I will be crying, but he doesn't know that he will be sleeping. Me, I will be there. He will use hand on me.
Okay, what's the answer now? We didn't see the answer of the man that they're asking the Odogu. What happened? He's looking at the sky. Oh, so you need to find us the answer. This is not complete gist now. The way the woman is speaking, you can tell that
she's frustrated.
Oh, Kalara. He will use hand on me. He will use hand on me after.
She wants a cuddle always. She wants me to. Yeah.
This is serious. My auntie said he will be sleeping. He will sleep. Oh my God. It's in the first slide. Okay, let's see. Is there another slide? Let's see.
Oh my God.
Daddy, you don't understand. Now, when it comes to make a woman happy, hey,
I understand.
This one's strong, but I will talk it out. I will say it out. I was sleeping.
Like what?
I was sleeping, deep sleep.
What aspect of making a woman happy?
Wait now. I was sleeping in deep sleep. This man climbed me. When I am sleeping, that thing can make a woman to
Climb what?
Yes.
How? I don't understand.
Never.
This man is a comedian.
Daddy, he climbed me. He did not wake me up. He did this thing how many times?
When you are sleeping.
Yes, and that kind of thing can make a woman to because I am not aware of it. Later he changed. He corrected me before he changed. Second one.
Okay, why must he be when he's sleeping?
Exactly.
When he bring me here to finish me, I will finish you. Daddy, he now and I complain. Even to touch him as a woman, he had him. Even to touch me as a woman, he had him. If I complain, Daddy, you don't understand. Now when it comes to make a woman happy,
she be business, so
yeah, she's. Oh my God.
I understand.
This one strong, but I will talk out.
Like
I will say it out.
I
was sleeping.
I
was sleeping.
I'm a bit.
What aspect of making a woman happy?
Wait now. I was sleeping.
Wahala,
it's the public conversation. Hell.
It's a very serious conversation. Yeah. She's not playing, no.
She's not playing. She's really.
He will use hand.
He will use hand. Hey, he didn't even say finger. He say hand. Does she
know the way she moving the hand? The way she move the hand.
Wahala, wahala.
Oh my God.
So how are we going to solve this kind of problem now? When he's not using Odogu? What happened to Odogu? Is the Odogu? Is another case of Odogu not Odogu in again?
It's another case. So it's another case.
Oh my God! At least Uncle is making an effort to be using hand. He say he will use hand on me. He will use hand on me.
She said he don't want hand is too. We need the.
I want to see the response of the Odogu. The Odogu is the clip is too short. They didn't allow it. Eh? There's no clip after. Oh. I
Will
think
he
it's
be able to talk? I don't even know.
he's
Our
just
men, they
looking.
don't
Oh.
talk now. On Kisoro.
He's not talking. No, it's only two slides. One,
He
two.
will use hand on me.
Mhm.
He will use hand to make love to me. Will you man, should you understand what I'm talking?
We understand. We understand.
Where you go?
Tokwa.
Do you
Tokwa
understand what
more
I'm
He's calling
normal.
saying?
all the women as witnesses. Say, Shebi, you
Yes,
understand what I'm talking? And she-
yes,
Wahala dey
He
o.
Come.
will use hand on me without using his odogu.
Mhm.
Oga,
Is it good?
what happened to Odogu Kwano?
After I will be crying, but he doesn't know that I will. He will be sleeping. Me, I will be there. He will use hand on.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much. Oh, this Odogu matter is serious. I didn't know it's another name for Kerewa. Odogu, okay, Odogu is another name for banana.
nobody say
Okay.
Udogu bitters. I saw the comment.
It's Odogu. You say, eh? Madam needs Odogu that is working. Maybe you should go and drink Odogu bitters, right? I don't know. They say the Odogu bitters works, right?
Udogu
I don't know.
bitters.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's
it is
okay.
relevant. It is
Yes,
relevant. You can
yeah,
tell the way she's talking, you
she's
know,
very
and
frustrated.
all the passion with which she's saying it,
Yeah,
that she's frustrated,
frustrated. Yeah,
she's not feeling fulfilled.
yes,
That's another thing that I think we need to discuss.
yes.
In a lot of times, when you are in a marriage and
Hmm.
only one person is feeling fulfilled
And the other
during
person,
Kerewa and the other person is not feeling fulfilled, it's not very good.
Bebela,
No, it's not.
incomplete. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's not very good because after a while, you'll be feeling cheated.
yes,
Cheated. It will seem as if it's punishment. Why should
yes,
I do it
yes,
when I'm not feeling fulfilled?
yes.
Why you are the only one that always gets your satisfaction. So
True.
these are the things that always happen in marriages that
Yeah.
lead to a
Mm-hmm.
lot of issues.
Love issues.
It's
Yeah.
just that sometimes, like you said, they are not communicated.
Nobody's communicating. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not.
nobody's
Yeah.
communicating
Nobody's
because everybody is
communicating. Yeah.
quiet. This woman, you know how long she's been talking before she now finally
They came
told
to
the
the
whole church.
church.
Look at the whole church. She said, "You women, you know what I'm talking about." She's
And
calling
everybody say
everybody
yes.
as witness. Auntie, are we in your house? Why are you calling us? Are we speak?
Oh more.
I don't
Oh
tire.
more.
Oh,
Poor
this is
woman.
easy.
Yeah. And
Easy.
the reason why, like she said, like she just woke up, like, and she sees this man on top of her. It beg to me. I'm just like, how is that even like? I'm not a man, but I like to imagine, like there should be a that is not normal for you to just climb on top of somebody. Like I don't, maybe the men can explain or say the rationale, or maybe there are some men.
I don't even know. I can see Bio here, but Bio is busy. Any
Yeah,
man, if we have any man
yeah,
here,
like
please come and defend your gender because
yeah, because
even the
I
fact
would,
that somebody is sleeping
yeah,
and you just want to fall on top
and
of
like
them.
is it a fantasy?
I don't know. I don't think that's nice.
Yes, I don't think it's
Now be
okay.
prepared. Your body is not prepared. Somebody just jump on you like that. You know,
It's not.
as
It's
if maybe some
no.
women don't mind, they are ever ready, but some people it takes them a while to get ready. Understand that is where the foreplay comes in, whereby
No,
preparation.
at least Pastor Shola used to talk about the processes to get to that level of climbing on top of somebody. You do what you gotta do first. You foreplay, then you get there. Not
Yes.
just bam.
Mhm.
I'll push you. How is this? What the heck is this?
It will
So
just be like bag of cement on top of you, bar in the middle of the night.
I don't.
My friend,
I'm
open,
bound
open
to.
up, open up. I'm knocking. Let me enter. Enter where? Where you want to enter? Oga, please go back to where you're coming from. I'm sleeping.
You know. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just begs, and the man is just there sitting quiet, and I don't know. I don't even think he will even say anything.
I don't
He will
know the
be
way he's
there.
looking. And you see
Yeah.
the funny thing, you see their child there. They have a child there. Oh.
And she's smiling.
The
That's
child
why I
is just
love it.
smiling. And I'm wondering, is it with his hand he used to give you belay that you have the child? Because you see, it's his hand that is using. He's not using Odogu. Odogu must have been involved at some
It
point,
was
otherwise.
at some point. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at some point. At some
Yes.
point.
Yes, I mean, I think with that, we can. You are, if you are not married, you might be
Mm,
feeling a bit somehow about it.
mm,
But if you are married, you can. We that are married, we can tell men.
mm,
eh, We can
mm.
advise you. It is easy for you to get your kerewa all the time
Yeah.
without somebody saying, "I have headache. My body is paining me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired. Leave me alone. I'm sleeping." It is simple. For
Yeah.
most women, the way to get your kerewa as much as you want,
Yeah.
and even get her to initiate kerewa, is for you to
Yes.
understand her
Understand.
love language and bring on the romance.
Bingo, yeah.
If you put on that romance cap and you are doing that job of romance,
It's not
making
gonna be
sure
that
that you are
difficult.
women, you see, if you've read books about or movies about all these Casanovas,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you've seen the
Yeah.
story of Casanova. You see
Mm.
why he was able to have many women like that?
Yeah.
Because he understood
It
what women
understood what
needed
what they want.
and he was giving them what they want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, he understood the language of women.
Mm,
What does a woman want? A
mm,
woman wants to be seen and heard. A woman
mm,
wants to feel loved.
mm-hmm.
And using these love languages that the woman has,
Mm,
the romance, bringing in romance,
mm,
is something that is so important. Mm?
mm. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very important to a woman. What do you like? What is important to you? You know,
Mm,
some people like I mean, we've heard some people say in the comment section, it's acts of service.
mm, mm-hmm.
Do something nice for them, and that's
Mm,
it. Some
mm.
people it's physical touch.
Yeah.
You know, the other, I
Yeah.
saw a video. I saw a picture. Let me find that picture. I saw a
Okay.
picture on Instagram of Barack Obama. They're
Ooh.
always giving couples goals
I
anyway.
know.
Yeah, she and Michelle, they're always giving couples
Yeah,
goals.
we giving couple goals. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, all the time. They are on holidays. I don't know where they are. They're
Hmm.
on holidays and they are climbing something. I don't know what they are climbing. Some of you on Instagram would have seen that picture. And do you know what Barack did?
What did he do?
A whole retired president of the
Mm-hmm.
whole United States
Okay.
of America. Uncle, let me find it so that I will show you guys. You see what I
Mm.
mean? I think I saw it. Where did I see it? Let me find it. In public, oh, their children were there. Oh.
Mm. Let me
Their
see it.
children were there.
Can see.
Yeah, let me show you. I'm not going to tell you. Let me show you so that you guys, I pray I can see it. Yeah, romance is very, very important. It's things that, it's not good to be predictable. It's boring after a
Yes,
while.
yeah.
It becomes very boring,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This is it. Let me share it. It becomes very, very boring. You need to be adventurous, guys.
Yes.
Women too, especially that woman that the woman that says she doesn't like kissing. I can't see her again. She's left the studio. Have you left? Patience? We need to
Tell
talk.
us why. We want to know why.
I want to know why. What happened? Why don't you like kissing? If your husband is complaining, that's a valid complaint, no? Look at that.
Ooh.
Can you see that?
Ooh. Ah, ah.
Can you see that? A part in the
Okay.
bomb. Yeah. A part, just a part.
Eh.
It's sensual, but it's not something that is overtly too much,
Yes.
showing emotion. But it is to a woman, that having a part in
Yeah.
the bomb like that is something that is so sensual. Honestly, can you see that?
Our president is a bot man. He likes bots. Yang yang.
Your pattern for Yash. Very, very interesting. See
Is
their children
a
behind them. Can you see?
a try. And I don't think he knew like he would just
If you've
Michelle
been
Michelle.
doing something, if you've been doing something,
Mm-hmm.
eh,
Mm-hmm.
after a while, if you've been doing it over time,
Yeah.
unconsciously, you just do it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's something that you've always done, right?
Yeah. That's
You
true.
understand? It's just
That's
like,
true.
hugging and kissing when you meet at the door or when
Mm-hmm.
you are saying goodbyes. If you are
Yeah.
used to doing it,
They are not used to
unconsciously
doing.
you will do it wherever you are. You don't even think about it because it's
Yeah.
part of your is a routine.
Auntie B, Nigerian men, they are so
They
never.
must learn. They must to learn by force. They will
I
learn. No.
mean, I did. I mean, I'm just so I did. I'm like, oh yeah, well, let's just give. But I'm scared. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? Why are
Uh-uh.
people scared?
Mrs. Wayward, I'm not hearing you again now. Your
Okay, hear
language,
me.
the way you are talking now, I don't understand. It's like this picture I showed you now is doing something to you.
No, no, I'm saying like when you are dating, like I've dated like Niger guys that oftentimes they struggle with PDA, so it's like a real. At
Mm,
least the ones that I've met,
yes,
the ones that I've dated, they really struggle with
yes. I
PDA.
think it's
So
something that we can learn, especially
yeah,
those of us that live in the diaspora. To be fair,
yeah.
I think I've kind of improved significantly since I came abroad.
Mhm.
Okay, so growing up, I told myself that you know what, this romance thing is sweet. I like
Yes.
it. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
It's very, very nice. If you've been
If
in
you've
love
been, yeah.
and you've experienced
Mhm.
romance, all those kind of, even if it's school boyfriend back in the day,
That's
where
true.
that love, that time you didn't have money, you were broke. The only thing that got the relationship going was was the romance.
Yeah.
Even if it's Gary you are drinking with
Yeah.
your, it was sweet.
Yes.
You understand? So I told myself that you know what, this thing I like it. I'm gonna
Mhm.
work on myself to ensure that
Mhm.
I grow in that area. I think it's self-development.
Yes.
It's you saying to myself, okay, since I like hugging, I'm going to be hugging. Since I
Mhm.
like kissing, I'm going to be kissing. Even with the children, it's the same
Mhm.
thing. Being affection is affection. Whether
Mhm.
you are being affectionate to your partner, you are being affectionate to your children, affection is affection.
Mhm.
Affection is crucial in human relationships.
Mhm.
It
There's
is.
something that I'm unpacking with this, thing that you're saying. Can we? Is it possible to categorize Niger women's love languages together and Niger men's love languages together? So, for instance, what I'm getting is it feels like Nigerians' men love language is acts of
Food.
service.
Food.
And it's food, yeah, but it's the
Respect.
service part, right?
Mhm.
And the words of affirmation.
Mhm.
But as a collective, Niger women is
Quality
uh,
time.
quality time
Quality
and
time for a
give,
lot of women.
yeah, for a lot of women, right? But it's
Mhm.
like, and maybe gifts, like it's like we are
Gift,
in that category of,
particularly, yes.
give us gifts and
Mm,
spend
I'm
time
not
with
really,
us.
I'm not really like my gift giving is not part
Yeah.
of my one.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
gift giving is not my one. The one that is more important to me
Hmm.
because all of them, you can see all of them apply to you,
Yes.
but
Yes.
let's just okay, which ones are more
More
important to
important.
you
Yes.
than the rest? So
Yes.
I would say quality time is number one for
Yes.
me
Yes.
because if you don't spend time together,
Yeah.
then it does affect your relationship.
It does. It does.
So quality time is crucial for me.
Mm.
Number two, I like acts of service and of
Mm.
course physical touch. I like
Mm.
physical touch as well. Which one do I like more? I don't know. I like all of them.
I told you. I told you I
I'm
like
gonna
a
go
lot
to that
man.
pastor's church and say, he's a doggo. I mean, women, you can bear me witness.
Yes.
Nigeria and cruise. The way the
Uh,
woman is calling all the women in the church,
yeah.
bear her witness is what, oh my
Hmm.
goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, physical touch is important
Mhm.
because it's sensual in a way. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
PK just wrote a book, How to Make Love to a Woman Without Touching Her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to get that book because I usually get his books. I'm going to
But
get it.
do men read this thing? It's like women are just we are just the one reading all these
That's the
relationship.
thing. We read it and we cannot, and we need the other person to do it. So, how do you now?
How
That's why
do
we're having shows like this to
how
see if we
do
can
we do
get.
it? You
Mm,
know? How
hmm
do we do it? How
Yeah,
do we do it?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy Seri Worry Pickens' latest post is hot. Like, imagine doing yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the
Even
post.
though it's comedy, yeah, it was quite yeah, I saw that.
Mm.
So this is very, very important because
Mm.
you know why?
Yes.
A lot of people are suffering emotionally
Yes.
in their relationships and
Yes.
marriages.
Yes.
Mhm. They are suffering emotionally. People might not speak out, but they are,
Yes.
right? So, I did look it up, and there are five, just a few, five
Mhm.
importance of romance in marriage.
Yes.
Five.
Hmm.
Number one is that it builds intimacy.
True.
It does build
It does.
intimacy. Yeah, things like I love you,
Hmm.
holding hands, cuddling, sharing your feelings.
Yes.
It can help to create a deep emotional connection with your
Yeah.
spouse.
Yeah.
If you don't express your love, it dries up.
It does.
It's
Yeah.
an emotion. If you don't feel something, it will go vamoose, it will be gone.
Yeah.
That is how you build, your love and intimacy is romance that you use to build it.
That is so true. That is
So
so true.
you need to be romantic and learn things like physical touch, hugging, kissing, intimacy without actual kerewa.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if you're ignoring romance in marriage, you are ignoring your chances of getting kerewa, and most likely one person is not happy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be grandiose affairs like traveling on holidays, going out to eat, or
Mm-hmm.
it's simple things as taking a walk.
Mm-hmm.
You see both couples in the evening, they are
Yeah.
taking a walk.
I'm taking a walk.
As you are walking, you are talking.
Mm.
Even if it's 20 minutes that you're walking for, you are talking.
Mm.
Watching a movie together, having a candlelight dinner. When we talk about this thing, we'll be like, huh, like,
It's
it's a
not
waste
that
of time.
hard to pull off. Sometimes I
It's
think
not.
we look for the grand gestures, but it's not.
Yes.
It's the little things. It could be a
Yes.
dinner in the bedroom. It could be if kids are around, like okay, everybody's go to bed. Let's try and figure out something. It
It's
could be
about,
something. It could
it's
be
about creating experiences
exactly
that will mean something to the other
exactly.
person. Shared experiences that will build your intimacy.
Yeah,
And romance also increases and enhances your communication.
true,
Yeah,
true. Very
it
true.
does.
Very
Because
true.
when there is romance, it's telling your partner that I feel valued, I feel loved, I
I
feel
feel heard. I
respected.
feel respected. Yeah.
So you have to communicate. It's about communicating your honest, you know. Remember when you were falling in love that you'll be
Ah,
looking at each other's eyes
ah.
and within
That
one
part is
to
sweet.
10 minutes you are looking at each other's eyes and you say, "Oh, I just love you." Like someone like
That part
who's
is
almost
the
there. I
sweetest
just feel
part.
like eating your face. I just feel like eating that kind of thing. Spending time
That part is
together.
the sweetest part. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So
yeah, it's always the sweetest part. But
it's very,
uh,
very sweet. And
yeah,
another thing that romance does, the third thing, is sparks the passion.
yes.
Most marriages lack passion, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
Yes, a lot of African marriages have zero passion. And that is why a lot of women are saying no to Kerewa. Because if you
Hmm.
don't feel loved, you don't feel
It feels
romance.
like you're just being
Exactly.
like
Even if you
somebody
are
just
doing it,
yeah,
even when you are doing Kerewa, it's like a chore. Do you
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
That bond is not there.
It's not there.
Yeah, it's
Let me
not there.
just allow him.
And you know what?
Hmm.
When there is romance, apparently biologically there's some sort of, there's some sort of hormones that is released in a woman's body.
Hmm.
Yes. It's called, one of them is oxytocin, one of
Autism.
them is dopamine.
Dopamine. Yeah.
Yes. Neurotransmitter dopamine and the hormone oxytocin is linked to attachment and bonding
Hmm.
and is released during when you do romance.
Hmm.
And that is when you begin to feel weird, one kind. It's a biological reaction. When
Mm-hmm.
you begin to feel weird, like
Yeah.
you now start feeling the passion, you want to carry one now, you are ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a rush of emotion
Mm-hmm.
that comes over when these things happen. And that's why we keep talking about. It's not like we are jobless or we
Yeah.
don't have things to do. It's important to
It's
us.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
It's very
the
important
yeah,
to
it's
a
very
woman.
important.
Are seeking happiness for your woman, you need to learn to do these things. And you know what? They say it releases stress.
It releases. Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
romance can release
Yes.
stress. Let me tell you something.
Hmm.
A friend of mine in Nigeria whose mom sadly passed away because of breast cancer a few
Yes.
years ago,
Mm-hmm.
she told me that
Hmm.
her mom, when the neurologist, when the mom was sick, the neurologist, because there are four sisters,
Yes.
called them and told them what stress does to a woman's body. Do you know that stress is linked to cancer?
Yes, it is. Mhm. Hmm.
And we were having this discussion a few days ago, and she was telling me that, that when my father was sick, my mom was so stressed caring for him, doing everything, trying to take care of him and
Yes.
everything. She was so stressed, and she developed breast cancer.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, she couldn't even care for him anymore, because the man was very ill, he was old and everything.
Hmm.
And that breast cancer was what deleted her.
12. Oh my God. So
So
both parents. Oh God.
no, the woman, that's
You deleted.
after the dad passed away, she didn't live long again,
Oh
because
wow.
the breast cancer. And when you hear things like romance can relieve stress, and stress is linked to cancer,
Yes.
then you know that the body needs that romance. Gong, gong, gong.
Yes.
Women, romance is like the air that we breathe. Don't say, is it food?
Ah, that's
Yes,
what they tried to tell us. So is it food? We
yes,
our mothers did they use it? Didn't they
yes,
survive? Nah.
yes. They said biologically that the hormone that is called cortisol, which is produced when you are stressed, it can be lowered by romantic activities.
Hmm.
This is pure science I'm quoting now, it's not from my head though.
Hmm.
It lowers your stress level, it boosts the feeling of happiness and well-being. And that hormone that you have when you are stressed is called cortisol. It will reduce with romance. And that's why you see women that don't feel loved, that don't feel appreciated, that don't experience romance, they're always stressed.
Yes. You
They don't
can.
even look
They don't look.
They
They
don't look
don't.
good, their
Mhm.
skin will not radiate, they will be teary, they will be sad all the time, and they start to cope with other things. They use children to cope, they divert all their love to their
Not to the
children, they
children.
divert their love. Some people will start drinking, some people will start going to parties excessively
Mm-hmm.
just to get, just some stress relief.
But Auntie B, I believe romance is good for men. My question is, why are they opposed to it?
I don't think they are opposed, it's just that they
You
don't.
sure?
A lot of men,
Because
we're talking about Nigerian men, I don't
yes.
think it's not more like it's like I think a lot of Nigerian men, especially the older generation, don't know how and they don't want to learn.
Oh, I see.
Yes, it's just that they don't know how.
Why do they want to learn?
Yes.
It's still like why? Like if if it's if it's I think there was someone that I was talking to the other day. This was a couple of years ago, Sha, and it was talking about, oh yeah, she's just asking me for, I remember he was talking about how he was, gifting his, girlfriend stuff and blah blah blah. But everything just like tanked after a while.
Hmm.
Oh, they are married now actually. But
Yes.
it took a while before they got married. They were dating for a while. And I remember sometimes when she would say things like, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. And she would say it to him, and he knew. So, but I'm like, but you know what she needs. So give it to her.
Yes. I think a lot of men also feel very awkward doing it. Do you understand?
Really?
Because they were not raised with it. But the children, our children now, I can give example with my children,
Yeah,
because they are so used to it, it's natural to them.
I see.
You understand? Because if you grew up with something, then you are so used to it. By the time you become an adult, it's no big deal to you anymore. That's
Mm.
why we need to raise our sons now to make sure that they are romantic, they are affectionate. It's very, very important too. This is the time to teach them. It's not we wait for we can't afford another generation of unromantic men. No, no.
Women are saying no now, so most of them are trying to step up. The ones uh, that are not yet married.
Younger guys, younger men now in their 30s,
Yeah, they're stepping up.
20s, yeah, they are stepping up now.
They're stepping
Younger
up.
black men,
Yeah,
Nigerian men, they are really stepping up in the
yeah,
romance game. They know what to do,
yeah.
right? But
That's
the other
totally.
one is like they're like, why do I need to learn it? It's not important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our parents, if you look at it, they never really experience these things
Mm.
because they don't have the words to, the way I'm explaining it now and the way we're having this conversation now, they don't really, it's not like they didn't need it,
Hmm.
but they didn't have tools or the words to be able to express it.
If they need it, yeah.
So the Kerewa was just very mechanical. So, for
Hmm.
instance, if a man gives you feeding money, maybe they bought food in the house. Okay, that's
Go
love,
and cook
right?
beautiful soup for him.
You will cook. eh? I go tell. I don't go. Lily said, Auntie B, if you guys think Nigerian men are not romantic, then us Cameroonian women are in big trouble. We want Nigerian men to do better. Oh, Lily. She said, because we know Nigerian men are more romantic than Cameroonian men.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
and we want them to do
See,
better.
I always
Yeah.
say, and I'll say this: Nigerian women, we make Nigerian men good for everybody, oh.
Because
Because
we keep pushing them. We are pushing them to be
we
better.
push
That's why.
them like it's like we make as it every, and I'm talking about and I know Nigerian men in the comment section will be feeling good about this, which is fine.
Yeah.
You hear like even where I'm at right now, and chilling with sometimes you talk to some African Americans. Ah, man, Nigerian man. Oh, girl, Nigerian man. I'm like, it's
Nigerian
actually Nigerian women that we are doing.
men always say that it's Nigerian women that don't appreciate them, that non-Nigerians appreciate them. Yeah. But you know why? Because we want them to be better.
Yeah, true,
We want them to be better. And
true.
that's why it's very difficult for Nigerian women to date black men who are Africans and non-Nigerians. Do
Well,
you know
that's
why? Because the bar is very high. What Nigerian women expect is very, very high.
it's like yeah.
And if you've dealt with, I remember we are doing a show here one day,
Mm.
and this guy came in. I was like, Nigerian women, I run from Nigerian women. They asked for women.
No matter.
I was laughing. I think the guy was from where? When I say it's Cameroon or Togo, I say, hey, what happened?
You
He
better
said,
come correct, okay? We don't
he
take
said, he said,
anyhow.
Nigerian women. He said, they always ask you, ask you, ask you. I say, yes, we give and give too. One more. So yeah, you're right. We do make Nigerian men better for women worldwide.
Yeah.
Yes. But you know something?
Yes, I
Saying
do.
that the thing is that as we say Nigerian men, they are doing their best, like
Yeah.
compared to like you said, Cameroonian men,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I've never, I've never, I've never dated a Cameroonian man before, so I don't know how they are. But I take your word for it that Nigerian men are better,
Yeah.
right? In terms of their game in relationships.
Yeah.
But when a Nigerian man marries a white woman, you see
Ah.
they still up their game,
Oh yes.
up their game. So
It's,
that tells me that they
it's
can be better.
there. It's there.
Hmm.
Now that's why I now say, but why? You know that you can, but why? Like, why do you deprive? Is it like a power thing? Do you feel like if you showed all of that, you would feel small, or I would make you small? Do
I
you
think
think? I
I
don't
think
know.
because
Yeah.
when they date Caucasian women, they
Yeah.
know it's an expectation.
I
Somebody
see.
has said it on the show before that with a Caucasian woman, it's an expectation, so they have to bring it. Thank you, Bridget.
Hmm.
Bridget, thank you for that spot chat. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you,
Nigerian
Bridget.
women have really high standards. That's true. Somebody said Nigerian women have high standard. We do. Do you know why? Because we also, we give a lot in
Yeah,
relationships.
that's true.
So we're not going to settle.
Yeah.
Some do settle, but we do bring in a lot as well. So that's why you see when it's working between Nigerian couples, it can be very, very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to end the show now. If
Okay.
you got something to say, guys, jump in the studio. Thank you so much, Miss Amor, for being my companion. I do
Well, wow,
appreciate it.
thank you. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we are learning every day and we'll
Yes.
continue to
Yeah.
have a conversation. Thank you, love.
Yeah.
Okay. Since he said, "The Nigerian man I'm with, I taught him how to be affectionate. I told him that I like what I like in relationship and set the standard of
Yeah,
how I expect him to show me love. Ladies, learn to speak up.
that's
Yes,
true.
absolutely. You have to learn to speak up. Yes, you have to. That's very, very important. Yeah, some people are willing to learn. It's not everybody that you can teach. Some people, if you try to teach them, and then it depends on how you are teaching again. Some people are not good teachers. They force it. Can't you be like this? They start comparing. Can't you be like this? That doesn't work. Men don't like that. Yeah. Have you guys have you enjoyed the show? I don't see the likes, so we are dropping some gems and telling you what romance means to a woman now. You guys are not liking, I just told you about four things that it does for a woman. The last one, please hit the like button. You see, we don't even have up to 300 likes and 500 people in the studio. Guys, please give us a thumbs up if you want this message to go far. We are trying to be better. The final point I'm going to share is that it fosters commitment. Romance fosters commitment. When you do romantic activities, it brings you closer. It that bond between you becomes stronger, and it can improve your relationship and deepen your commitment to one another. So activities that you do, like that, like the ones we mentioned, having a dinner, going for a walk, holding hands, doing stuff together, it does deepen your commitment. It fosters your commitment to one another. But the most important one to me here that I want us to take away, if you are listening, is what romance means to a woman. Yeah. We women stress a lot. And my children used to say that I like to stress about everything. I tell them I don't like to stress. I don't know, there's something about motherhood that you can't help it. You just stress. So if I know that romance and it is going to be creating the hormones in my body that is going to reduce the stress in my body, hey John, now people will not need to take medication for hypertension or high blood pressure. Yeah, that cortisol, we need to get it down because stress is not good for the body. We need to bring it down. So you can do the research yourself. It's all on Google. This is scientific. We need it. We do need it. Call regularly, reduce the quarreling and banter. Try to do things to foster romance. Hmm? Lily said, Auntie B, I think it's easier to fish outside your pond, and the fisherman will treat the fish better. Okay? Is that a Cameroonian proverb? She said, international relationship works better because everyone makes an effort. Okay. Yeah. Before I go, I'm just going to show this so that if you didn't know what the love languages that we're talking about, if you are watching this on playback, please go and ask your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. What is your love language? Let's ask each other, what is your love? What do you like? How do you like to be loved? We need to have that conversation. What is your love language? So these are the 5 ones that they are more than this. Acts of service, doing something for someone without being told, without being nagged. Just do it because you know that it will mean a lot to me. Physical touch, like I showed you the Obama's picture, where Obama was, patting Michelle in her Ikebe super, in her bum. Words of affirmation, saying sweet nonsense. You still look good though. After how many children? I married a beautiful woman. You still look beautiful. Women love to hear those things. Don't say, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Are you a small girl? Why should I be telling you that? Yes, I'm a small girl. I might have a big age, but in my heart, I'm still a small girl. I want to hear it. Say it. Quality time. That one tops it all. If you don't spend time together, you drift apart. That's one of the reasons why long-term relation, or what they call them, distance relationship usually struggle because they can't spend time together. Quality time. You don't spend time together, it's a question of time. Then gifts. Some people like that. Me, I'm not really, I like gifts, but I can do without. I can do without it. So if you give me quality time and gift giving, I'll choose quality time because I can always buy things if I want it, you know. So gift giving is not a big deal for me. Quality time, that's important. Physical touch, very, very important. Okay. Natu, you decide to come when I'm about to go. I'll come to you in a minute, darling. Isha, you're in the studio. Hello. Unmute yourself. You want to say something?
Yeah, hi, Auntie B.
Hi. How are you? Where are you joining us from?
From Derby. I've called before, Auntie B.
All right.
This is my
Welcome.
second time.
Okay.
Yeah. Very interesting topic today. I'm really enjoying it. And for me, I would say all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
All of the above. And I've been married for about 3 years now. I'm Sierra Leonean,
Yeah.
and my husband is Nigerian, Yoruba. Ma-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And to be honest, from what the other lady said about Nigerian men are romantic with other African culture ladies. I think it's some of them, not all of them. Before I met my husband, I actually dated a few other Nigerian men, and everyone is different. I would say every man is different in their own aspect of romance and love. Because, like you were saying as well, that our African men, some of them, I think they lack it because of maybe what they see in their homes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also what we, the African ladies, what we see from our own homes as well, from our parents, our upbringing, our way of doing things. But it's changing. I think our generation is changing things now.
Yes. Yes.
Our generation is
Is
literally
your
changing.
husband romantic?
It is, and to be, I would say, well, some days when he wants to be, when he wants to be, but
Hmm.
it's not when he wants to be honest, because there's days where we've had heated arguments, and I remember vividly there was a time where we had a heated argument, and he went outside to go to the car, but he actually came back and gave me a kiss, and then went out to.
Oh, that's so sweet. Even though he's angry, decide to kiss you first before walking out.
Yeah, because we used to it. Because when we first started dating, I put down some points, some policies like, listen, this is what I want. This is what my standard are. And I'm not lowering my standard for any man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, my act of service is not gifts. I can buy things.
Yeah.
As most women nowadays, most young women, we can buy things for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is quality time, and let's sit down and talk. Let's gist. Like when he comes home, I will say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, what's the gist for today?" So let's gist.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. Because I
Mm-hmm.
like to talk. I like to know things.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's part of the affection. If you don't know things and you don't talk as a couple, how would the marriage long? Like how would the marriage last?
Yeah, it just dries up. That's the
It
oil.
dries up
Romance is the
oil.
oil that oils. You know how it can't need oil to move? That
Yeah.
is what romance is to a marriage or relationship.
Honest,
Without romance, it will just dry up.
it will just dry. Like there's no
Mm.
oil, no
Mm.
maggi, no salt, no pepper, no
Yeah,
nothing.
nothing no. It's dry. Oh.
Not
We're just it's like eating popo gari. You know what they call popo gari?
yeah, yes.
You know popo gari?
Yeah, I know it's meant to be.
I'm surprised. How come?
Yeah, I wasn't born here, but I came here when I was like 13 years old, so I still know what bubblegum is.
Wow, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know you have popo gari in Sierra Leone.
yeah, we do.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, even like
Right.
physical touch. Me, I'm a touchy person. My husband knows that one. I'm always touching. Although he's saying, "Oh, stop, babe," I said, "Nope, we need to touch."
Yeah. He shouldn't be telling you to stop. He should join you. Show him this picture of Barack Obama touching his wife. Yeah, he should join you in touching, not telling you to stop.
Others.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
That's what I think. I think it's just as Africans, we just have to learn. on romance and affections. Because some men, I know some uncles and some aunties that when I was growing up, they would say, "Oh no, I'm not affectionate," or they even say it in front of their wife. "I don't like doing this. I don't like doing that." I think that's where a lot of young people my age, because I'm in my early 30s, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of young people my age learn that, oh no, my mom and dad didn't do this, so why should I do that?
Yeah.
Even in public, a lot of young people, like I grew up in London, but now I moved out of London. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of young people now are changing the narratives.
Yeah.
And because within my age group, one of my friends, she got married very young and she's still married. And I remember when her son was young, her son came to me, "Oh, Auntie Aisha, I saw my mom and dad doing that." I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "That's good because they're married, they can do it."
Mm-hmm.
So it's teaching you the children that we are giving birth to. It's teaching them also that mom and dad are married and certain things that are appropriate for them to do in front of the
Mm-hmm.
children. Not everything, but certain things that are appropriate. The kissing, because they say, "Oh, I saw my mom and dad kiss on the cheeks." Yeah, that's good because they're mom and dad.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
so
You
it's
have to learn. You have to learn. When you are born, you have to rebirth yourself. Very, very important.
definitely
Mm.
yeah.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you.
All the best to you and your husband, okay? Just continue to oil that. Tell him to continue to put the efforts, and you guys will be all right.
Yes,
You'll
Auntie.
be all
Thank
right. All right. Thank you, love.
you.
All right. Natu, you are in the building. Hello, darling. You okay?
Hey mama, I went on a massage date and this
Hey,
topic came up today.
whoa. Fantastic.
Yup,
Fantastic. You went alone?
yup. No, I said massage date. It's me and my husband.
Massage
Yeah,
date.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It was a good.
Fantastic.
It was a good
Very good.
feeling. So I was listening. I was listening. I was listening to you the whole time
Thank you, my
while I was
dear.
doing it.
Thank you, Bumi, for
And
becoming a member. Really appreciate that. God bless you.
you
Bumi,
know, I think
Adetayo.
one.
Mm,
Thank you, Bumi.
yeah.
You know, one thing that I feel like women, romance for us is being heard. Do you understand? A woman
Mhm,
wants to be heard. If she's saying something, like she wants you to listen to her and listen to what she's saying. And that's like encompasses like telling you about how she feels, how she likes stuff to be done, how she likes you to hold her, she likes you to touch her. It's just like you having a car. If you have an old car before and the old car you use regular gas, now you change
mhm,
to a newer car and you have to go to super. You're not going to go tomorrow and put regular because regular is what you want to put, except you want to spoil the car.
mhm,
So if the car that you're buying requires a super, you have to go with super. So if what you know to be your own love language is not what your lady's love language is or your man's love language, you need to learn. And then you have to adjust to that. So I just feel like that woman that was complaining, let me just explain what it is actually.
mhm,
See that touching that the man is touching, it's not a bad
mhm,
thing.
mhm.
But the problem, I don't think he's touching well or he's touching for her own satisfaction because she says sometimes she's sleeping and he climbs on top of her.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a
But she
way
said
that
she
you
wants
do it.
Odogu. She said it's not using Odogu. I think she's complaining because it's now doing touchy touchy instead of using Odogu. That's what she said,
And
though.
that's the thing that we're talking about being hurt because he's being
Yeah.
selfish. Because the touching
Yes.
is what he wants.
Yes.
But what she wants her own is the
I'm
odogu.
thinking that most men will want to use Odogu. Maybe there are some issues that he's not addressing. That's what I'm suspecting in that woman's case.
Yeah, that's true. But you see, that's the reason why people need to go to therapists. Not all pastors are counselors. Not all pastors are therapists. So now,
Even the way they were having that conversation, it sounded like a joke.
exactly. But that woman is worried about something. She's pouring her heart. I don't
Yes.
think even the pastor listening is taking it serious what she's
Yeah.
trying to
They were
say.
all laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not taking her serious. This woman is saying something. This is not how I like to be taught. This is not like how I like to be felt. This is how I like. And she also needs to understand her husband's own. If the man
Mm-hmm.
likes to touch, okay, do the touching. And then when you do your own, you not do my own. Maybe that's the one that will make you happy. Okay, when you're
Mm-hmm.
done,
Mm-hmm.
then you come and do my own. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? But
Mm-hmm. That's why you there.
yes, I've heard about. So,
Okay.
but I don't think that the message between them has been related well, so there's no proper communication.
Mm.
So yeah, communication is very, very vital, honestly speaking. So like in a nutshell, for me, I want to believe that women, for us, like if we have to feel that love is when we're being heard. There's something that I think I've noticed a couple of times, like my husband, maybe when he's on the phone and I'm trying to talk to him or he's doing something on his phone, he will drop the phone and face me and start and like listen to what I'm saying. That's like a
Mm.
big deal for me. You
It
understand?
is.
Like, okay, yeah,
It
focus.
is.
Even if he doesn't want to hear or he's just listening and passing the next ear, but he's just
Mm.
looking at me and drop the phone. So I know
Yeah.
that the attention is there. Do you understand? So
Yes.
honestly speaking, I mean, it's a lot. People have different love languages, and I feel like as couples, one thing that we need to learn is to learn what your partner's love language is, and look
Absolutely.
for a way to satisfy. I was listening to a book by Miles Monroe, and he was talking about the purpose of a man and purpose of a woman. So I was reading the one by the purpose of a woman. He says that if the purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.
Mm.
So if you don't know what the purpose of what the woman is, if you don't know what the purpose of Kirewa is for the woman, then the whole thing is gonna look like you're not doing anything. It's like somebody
Yes.
trying to give you head. Either a
Mm-hmm.
woman giving a man head or a man. If you don't know how to do it, the other person just will look at you like, what are you doing? And the other
Mm-hmm.
people will be telling you that this head is making sense. And you'll be like, I don't understand what people are
You
talking
might
about
not
because
even
all the
like
one that
it.
I'm getting, exactly,
Mm.
all the one I'm getting is not what people are saying. But because the
Mm.
person doing it does not know how to do it. So if
Yes.
the other person will be able to communicate well and the other person will understand, then I think there will be kind of like a balance, like an adjustment to make sure. And Mamoro says something again. He says sometimes, right, it's not even about finding your own fulfillment. If you have a partner, you want to know what that person wants and go ahead to like try to fulfill what the person wants. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So I think
Yeah.
that's like lacking a lot of couples that we kind of feel like there's no romance. And just like you mentioned the different love languages. Honestly, it's a good feeling sometimes when I work long hours and my husband is like, we're ordering food today, we're not cooking. Like it's a very good
Mm.
feeling for me. Like,
You see how
yeah,
we have like 500 people today. The day we are talking about marriage that broke up now, somebody they kicked out now.
everybody they'll say
We have
you
a
say 1,500
thousand.
people.
But
Yep.
you've forgotten that these are the things that you need to do to stop the marriage from breaking. But nobody wants to engage with that conversation. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
learn. You see, that's where the
Yeah,
problem is.
this is where we learn, and we learn to help our relationship, help our marriages, because this is a very important topic. And to me, this is a
Mm,
very, very important topic, especially in
mm.
marriages. But I don't think Africans are ready to learn
You're not
because we are
ready,
used to
oh.
that. Yeah, we're used
It's
to that
a
our
waste of
culture,
time.
straightforward.
Women, you like talk too much, but
Yeah,
it's this talk that will save you, Oga.
it is.
Mm.
It is. It is. This is what will save us. But we're not ready. They're carried like that woman that was complaining and they are laughing. It wasn't funny to her. You could hear the passion in her voice when she was talking. You could hear
Yeah.
the passion.
Did you
You know,
see
how can I?
the video of the person that this guy? Did you see the video of the guy that was getting married and was pressing phone on his wedding
First of
day?
all, first of all, that is disrespect pro max.
This
Pro
guy.
max disrespect. And to be that
Hmm.
is pro max disrespect. Like, oh my God. What is the use
Yeah.
of your best man? What is the use of your cousins, your siblings, your friends? I'm going to forward this person number to you. This person is on his way. If they get here and they are lost, talk to them. You can't be calling me on my wedding day and telling me you can't find church or reception and I'll be texting you. That's not my business. Because that's the only thing that you be on your phone doing. So if not, what is more important than this day that you're having?
Yeah.
It was the height of the disrespect what that guy did. I don't know.
Hmm.
And the lady was
Hmm.
trying to stay happy.
Yeah.
She was trying to stay happy and trying to like, bro, it's our wedding, but Baba was just crazy person. Maybe he was texting his sidekick to tell her
He
that he
was
was
telling her off. He was telling her off. At some point,
yeah.
when she was like, talking to him about it, his face changed. He was telling her off. I don't know how he will feel about himself if you see this video trending everywhere now. Look at these people, even talking
Yes,
about Caucasians, talking
no.
about it. And later they will say, is that this is I don't know where the marriage happened, but they are definitely Nigerians. They are dressed like
No,
Nigerians.
yeah, they are. This is not
Mm,
good. And
yeah.
this is not a good
And you see
impression
him.
that he's giving
You see
also.
him. You see him.
Yeah,
You see.
everybody's talking
You
about
see.
it.
You see.
Can you
He's
believe
telling her
that?
off on your wedding
Wow.
day. He's telling you off. This is gonna be an
Wow.
abusive marriage. I don't care what
It
anybody says.
will. It's going
Mm,
to be. I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's going to
Yeah,
be. This
the
is a
handwriting is
disaster.
written on the wall.
This
It's
is a
so
disaster
obvious.
waiting to happen.
Yeah, Yeah. Okay, let's
Because
hear one
if you
bill.
can't just
Yeah.
drop it to make your woman happy for that day, what does it take you? Then what are you
It's
gonna do
their
after then?
wedding day, your wedding day. You're pressing phone.
Yeah.
Ha. What is it? Are you
Ah.
selling in the stock market that you want to check? No, I want to know now whether maybe you are trading
I think
that
he
you want
wants
to
to check
check.
if dollar has gone up or gone down.
Uh, uh, I beg you.
He's checking dollar.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
shame.
It is a shame.
That's a
I
shame.
wish I had good luck in that marriage, but
We
it's
are
not going
praying
to be
for
easy.
her.
Yeah,
Nope.
I mean, he has to pray for
Because it's
herself.
obvious she doesn't have a voice.
Yeah.
It's obvious you can't even say.
And
Nah.
it's not going to be teachable as well because the way he was telling her of when she was trying to tell him, must you be on your phone now?
Yes. Oh, and to be going back to that, you mentioned it earlier about being teachable. That's very important, especially to couples. Like you have to be open to like unlearn some things and relearn some things. Like you have to
Mm,
be teachable. If you're not, it's just disaster. Because you're not ready
right.
to hear the other person and to do what you're supposed to do. So you want to do just what you know.
Mm,
So now you can't even at work, you can't get promotion with that if you don't involve.
yeah. Thank you, my dear. Go and
That's
rest
nice.
because tonight you've got work to do. After that massage, ask you. Odogo is gonna be busy tonight, babe.
I'm
So
ready,
you go
ma.
and get some rest.
I'm
Okay?
ready.
All
Yes,
right, dear.
ma.
Good girl. Good wife. Well done. Thanks for calling. Brother Bill, welcome or mute yourself. I'm just about to end. You say you have advice for us.
Yeah, so I greet everybody on
Welcome. We
in
don't
the
miss you,
house and
tired
if
for here, but we
yeah,
understand
yeah.
that you've been busy.
Yes, I've been busy this period a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, great conversation and well thought through. Um I believe I'm the only man that I've called in today. I'm correct, right? Because I've been
Yes.
following. Yeah.
Yes. Brother
So
Patrick was in the comment section briefly,
okay.
but he didn't call him. Maybe he's busy. He said the older men are collecting today.
So yeah. So but here is my own contribution. Because I just want to make it a balanced conversation, okay? Because everything everybody have said, they are 100% correct and they are well spot on, okay? Everybody has spoken very well. So, but I just believe that they are just maybe, I don't know the percentage, like we always say, they say there's not, we can't estimate the exact percentage. But
Mm,
I just want to put an indication there to let our women know that there are
mm,
also some men today that are not romantic in their marriage because
mhm.
they are not emotionally encouraged to be that man that they used to be romantically.
What do you mean?
So,
Encourage how?
yeah, so I'm coming there now. So, like the way women definitely need romance, like maybe take care of them, water the flowers before the men do, right? You
Mm-hmm.
know, there are also men that definitely once they come in to when they come into the house, not all
Mm,
women, oh, please take note. I'm just
yes.
saying this for the few women that are in
In
this
some cases.
category so
Yes.
that everything everybody has said is correct, but I'm saying just in case there's one or two women there listening to me and you fall into this category that I'm speaking for, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying
Mm,
this is for everybody. There are
yeah.
some men that are not romantic because they don't have peace in their home.
Yes.
Nagging is
Mm,
something that kills a man. Kerewa.
mm-hmm.
Do you understand me? You see,
Mm,
Kerewa works with blood. Now, blood, they go that place. When the
mm-hmm.
pressure of the house is too much, you cannot be romantic to
Yes.
that woman.
Yes.
Do you understand my point? It's just
Mm-hmm.
like, let's say, for instance, women should also, some those women, those in this category that are listening to me, if you need Kerewa that day very well, even if you have some other things that you need to complain about, postpone it first so that that
Mm,
man can be balanced. Do you understand my point?
mm,
The reason I'm saying this is because I myself am a man. Each
mm-hmm.
time I am dating a girl, it doesn't mean it's the girl that is wrong. Oh. It doesn't mean that it's the woman that is wrong. Oh. But if I am with my girlfriend and she starts nagging, I
Mm-hmm.
cannot perform that night.
We're not talking about performance, so we're not. I think I agree with you.
The performance is romance and everything. We're
No,
not
no, no,
talking
no,
of.
no, no, no.
Uh-huh.
No, no. I think you are missing it. I agree with you
Okay.
about the nagging. Actually, I only just recorded a video about nagging that I'll
Right.
be posting maybe on Sunday or Monday, where I
Right.
was talking about the angry woman.
Yes.
I encourage every woman to watch that video.
Yes.
It's like you are in spirits. I spoke about it. But
Right.
today we're not talking about kerewa.
Right. Right.
We're not talking about physical kerewa. We're talking about
Right.
romance.
Romance. Yes.
There's
Yes.
a difference. We're talking about
Yes.
intimacy. What it
Okay.
means to a woman.
Intimacy, the romance. Yes.
Yes.
My
Not
elder
kerewa.
brother just made a statement over me, which I just want to share here. Which I know women are always saying, but want to turn it to the men's side. It's like you must feel love to give love. Do you understand me? You see that statement? You
Yes.
must feel loved to give love.
Yeah.
He don't even know about this topic. He's just listening, just threw that word to me. So that statement, look at it. That's what he summarized every point that I was going to give here. That's why I said, just like as women, even like you want to go a woman, you want a woman tonight. You don't start from night. Not a bakere wow. You must show those romance, shopping, taking care, opening the door, all those kind of stuff. Do you understand me? So if a man don't do that for a woman, the woman cannot give back to that man. So we men, we are more guilty of it. I totally agree. But I'm saying that in some cases, very few cases, because I've seen some men that used to be very romantic in the past, like maybe take their couple out on a date, go to the movies, go to all those kind of stuff, right? So Auntie B, if I get home and everything is complete, I want to tell someone go look movie now. Do you understand my point?
Yes.
I want to hold your hand for road because as I dey waka, I dey think what you tell me. I don't think that word when you tell me for house just now. Say maybe you don't throw one kind of word that make me dey think my life.
So,
But
nagging they spoil. They make man they show romance.
Thank you.
When you are nagging, then it cannot bring out romance.
It cannot bring that's why you see it's not a justification. I'm just saying there are few out there that are in this category, not in most cases. But we don't just want to leave those few. Do you understand me? I totally get it. And there's no man that will never agree on this. We men, when we are hunting for something, we are more romantic, right? Because we want to achieve something. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, when they enter marriage, you begin to die, normal kids coming, different wahala, this kind of stuff. Because if you ask any Nigerian man today, like our parents back home, those older men you are talking about today, I will tell you one thing that 99% of their brain, those older men, because of the way our relationship and marriage is in Africa, it's not be the romance of the relationship they think about again. They're always thinking of, I want to pay school fees. I want to pay rent. I don't know if you understand. So those things, it is. I'm not saying it's a justification. I'm just saying. Do you understand? So we encourage couples now, which is good. Just like you said, your kids' generation and younger people of these days, they are more interactive. So those pressures, not the too much on one side. Do you understand me? It's natural, So the younger people are doing better because, of course, younger couples these days, now they said we even carry the credit card for the family credit card, don't book ticket now just to give you information, say, okay, next week you have to take up, we are going here. You know what I mean? And all that. But older generation and the Nigerian mentality more, we need to be more romantic because happiness first is home. Do you understand me? Yeah. A happy home, like they say, is worth everything. Every man, every woman should be happy to be home with their partner. We all deserve it. We deserve that love. We deserve that peace. It is so sad when I hear some men today that, as funny as it may sound and as bad as it may sound, the time they even spend to be happy is the time they go and spend in the brute. You understand what I mean? With one non-entity. And that is very wrong. It's very, very wrong. Because that non-entity person, because they complain on unnecessary complaint. You go just sleep off. You go to snore. You see old man go to snore for inside hotel because if you go as not fit sleep, but if you dey outside, I'm not justifying the man. Oh, please take note. I'm just saying that it is important. Women must nag, but know when to do it because women are builders. They are in charge of the home. So
Mhm.
you need to study your man, know the right time. You can tell me something, the same thing, but if you tell me that same thing at an appropriate time, I will treat it differently than when you tell me in the wrong time. I'm telling you. Do you understand
Yes.
me? You know?
Nagging. Nagging is
Yes.
completely unaccepted.
I've been in a relationship once. I just entered as the person just started to complain. It pissed me off. That same
Yes.
thing you can tell me later in the night, if that
Yes.
makes sense, during Kirewa hours or something like that. But I never
Mhm.
even push you. You just started to talk. Why did you do
Yes.
this? Why did you? I say, Jesus, which kind of people?
Yes.
Your data, you know the rest.
No, it's you,
So
people need to
yeah,
learn how to communicate. So
communicate.
part of the skills, that's why we say our people and they just think say communication are just to sabi talk. No, there are
Mm-hmm.
skills to it. One of the skills is knowing when to communicate with
Yes,
someone, to say
yes,
something. For instance,
yes.
somebody do something, you won't tell her off. Not be when you don't go for a long day, you don't
Right.
tire, you dey come
Ah,
house, you just the open door, and then you
door.
don't start. You
Ah,
just
you
start.
you don't start.
You
You
just
you will
start.
see. Be patient. You will get it. The message
Yes,
across to him. But look
that's
for a
part of
better time.
absolutely.
If even don't mess up, or when he come, they just by do the normal thing. He pack the back, do him everything. He go come be happy. When he don't do the wait off now don't dey bed. You come say okay, see what you're surprised the way go take respond. I know there are many men shall wear format not see the work because it's not about format. But I'm just saying for those who have not tried this, you can also try this. Do you understand? That is
Yes,
the point. Nothing is absolute. Nothing is
absolutely.
absolute.
Thank you, Brother Bio. I get your point. You made a very,
Yes.
very valid point. Yes, women, yes, you need to stop nagging. I did a video to address that, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be sharing it with you guys either Monday or so or
Yeah.
Sunday. I'm not sure yet, but I recorded the video and I was talking about the angry woman.
Right.
Yeah, how people need to address their anger issues so that
Anger
it doesn't.
issue and avoid strong word though, because I will leave this topic today by saying this true life experience where someone shared with me. He said the day I know we're not talking about career, but I'm just saying it in terms of communication and romance and everything. Because even whether you call it career, I know the day he said the day he stopped because of that lady video you were showing just now that I said the husband not use odogo or something like that, odogo not the work, not for this topic. He said to me, this is a man who had nothing to lie to me. He said the day his level stopped to odogo stopped to work well for a while. He said now the word when the wife throw give him one day. He felt.
Yeah,
He said anytime he just see the wife, he won't put the thing. He go just that word.
you
Now come and say
remember.
you need to go and see a therapist. Do you understand
Mm,
me? That word alone. But the lady thinks the KDY is not really working. The thing not the work.
Go work with
But
other people, but you
if they
don't
work
work
with
with
other
her.
people, but not work with them because the word where the woman tell her, I don't want to say it here. When he tell me, Jesus. So let us be less communication is control your mouth. There's power in the tongue. The Bible says it. Both men and
Yes,
women. More know what they
yes.
talk. Our husband will always be with us forever if we want that marriage. You understand? So even when you apologize, the word will not come out for your mouth.
Can't take it back.
He can't take it back. So let us
Yeah.
be careful. More not can use our hands, call something, no matter, something like that. Thank you, Auntie B, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Rabio. Lovely to hear your voice again. Thank you. Say hello to your family.
Sure
All
way,
right.
sure way. They will, yeah, I'm introducing them to your channel now. Then they watch. They say, what is
Thank
that?
you. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
all right. Take care. Yeah, bye. Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah. So, Bio, uh, I think very typical of men. Romance to a lot of men is equals to kerewa. Okay, but we're not talking about kerewa. But what he did say is very, very important because as much as it can affect kerewa, it can also affect romance. Okay, so we're talking about intimacy, romance, and what it means to a woman, when the man is not bringing his A game in terms of, building intimacy, building romance and spending quality time together. So, what he was saying about, anger, it can also affect building intimacy. A quarrelsome woman, it can. So, that's quite valuable. It's not Kerewa we're talking about today. Anita said something. I pinned it here. She said, what men call nagging is when a woman is speaking up against their mistreatment. So I disagree with you, Anita. Okay? Let me tell you why I disagree with you. I disagree with you because there is a difference between speaking up and nagging. Nagging, what is the meaning of nagging? What do you understand by nagging? Nagging means when you are persistently quarreling or talking about the same thing. That's what nagging is. Yeah, constantly, actually, looking it up now, it says that nagging means constantly harassing someone to do something. Constantly. It means you said it once, you said it twice, you're saying it over and over and over again. That's what nagging is. So that's why I disagree with you. You can speak up against something. You choose the time when it will be receptive. You say it once, you leave it alone. You want to say it again, you take your time and you say it again. But when you are saying it every day and you are saying it in a way that is very, very annoying, nobody likes being nagged though. Even children don't like it. If you have children, you understand what I'm saying. When you nag your children at a certain age, they don't like it. They just see you as this person that is cha 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 cha. Men don't like it at all. And I talked about it in that video that I'm going to share with you guys, where I was talking about how the Bible says that it is, if you go and read the book of Proverbs, yeah, Proverbs, I think it's Proverbs chapter 9, it was saying that it is better for a man to be at the roof, at the edge of the rooftop, than to be in a house with a nagging woman, a nagging wife. He also compared it to being in the desert. So I did talk to sisters quite a lot there. And if you understand, if you look at the Bible very well, it never talked about nagging men. No. It didn't, although some men nag, but very rarely. Some men nag, but it's mostly women that have that attribute. It's not a good attribute. Yeah. Nagging is not good. And you see the funny thing, Allah is always talking about getting the results that you want. Nagging never gets you the results that you want. Anyway, you're not gonna get it. So what's the point? You're just going to be cha 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 cha, and you now become this talkative, quarrelsome person, but you're not going to get the results. So you should be more concerned about how to get the result that you want. And nagging, nah. Me, I can't stand people that nag or contentious or cantankerous people. No. I don't like it. If you say something once, leave it. Okay? Don't go on and on and on and on every day. Don't take what you. It's not good. So I'm just going to end the session by saying what Chino Achebe said something. He said, as long as the bed shakes regularly, the home is at peace. I've been hearing this quote. Initially, when I saw this quote, I was thinking, Chino Achebe said this. But apparently he did. He said that as long as the bed shakes regularly, the home is at peace. The way you can get your bed to be shaking regularly from a woman's perspective is for you to bring romance. Okay? And thank you, Brabio, for bringing it to our attention. The way you can get your husband to bring in the romance, to get the bed shaking, is for you not to nag. And don't say hurtful things when you are angry. We women, we are all guilty of this once in a while. When we are very upset, we say things that, we shouldn't. But just remember that whatever you say, you can't take it back. The person can forgive you, you can make up and move on, but words are very, very deep. And when you say negative words like that, it stores in people's brain. And the devil have a way of reminding you, Shebi, this is what they said to you the other day. This is what they said to you the other day. We need to be careful with our mouths. Yeah? Nagging is not good. No man, I've never seen one man that likes a nagging woman. They run. If you are nagging, I have a situation now. That's why I even recorded the video. And it's a very short video, so hopefully people will be able to share it. The man said he doesn't want to come home. He would prefer to sleep even in his place of work if it's possible. Because his wife nags too much. She quarrels with everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Mommy T said my own Mommy T said, Auntie B, my own nag more than a woman and is almost buying the respect I have for him. Ooh. No, nagging is not good. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's not good. Please talk to him about it. Have a conversation with him about it. Usually it's men that talk too much that nag. Yes. Men who talk less don't nag. But men that are talkatives, they always nag. Yeah, you should have a discussion with him about it, Mommy T. Don't nag, but just call his attention to it. He must learn how to communicate without nagging. It's not good. Nobody likes being nagged. Brad Patrick said, Proverbs 21:19, yeah. It is better to live in the desert alone than with a quarrelsome, complaining wife. Yeah, that's one of the scriptures that I use. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not good. We need to work on ourselves. Mara Prestige said, if you are being accused of nagging, your method of communication is clearly not working. It doesn't necessarily mean you are wrong. Well, you are wrong. I would say you are wrong. Nobody likes nagging. You are wrong. Stop nagging. Just communicate better. Work on yourself. Learn to communicate. Ola, you know me, I don't beat around the bush like you. I don't like to beat around the bush. I say it the way I feel it, the way I understand it. You are wrong. It means you are wrong. Stop nagging. Why are you saying it doesn't necessarily mean that you are wrong? Yes, you are wrong. Stop nagging. It's not good. You are completely wrong for nagging. Nobody wants nagging. Okay, thank you, Brabio, for bringing that to our attention. I'm going to call it a day now. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Yes. Ola, always on the fence. Yes, that's Ola for you. Always standing on the fence. Yes, no, I don't know how to do fence. I'm either in or out. That's me. We are different. It doesn't mean that he's wrong. Let me use the same tactics that Ola uses. It doesn't mean you are wrong. No, you are wrong. Oh God, I'm such a white or black person. But you know there are 50 shades of gray, right? In between. Oh, it's Ola that is teaching us about right and wrong. Oh my God. Yes, you have a valid point. Okay. Bio is saying that what Ola is saying is that it doesn't mean that you don't have a valid point, but sending the message across is the way that you are communicating that message. Yeah, that is wrong. Absolutely. We have to do better. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. If you enjoyed this conversation, give us a thumbs up. And yes, I will see you Sunday night, hopefully, by the grace of God. Thank you, everybody. I hope we've learned one or two things from tonight's show. Please, we want romance, so we want love. Love us. Love us. Bring the romance, Joe. We want it. We want it. Don't say, are you a small girl? Yes, I'm a small girl. I want it. I'm a small girl. I'm Tata. I want romance. Bring it. Bring it, oh, bring it so that we can be happy. I want my stress levels to go down. Yeah? Yes. So that's me. I just like you are like me too. There are people like that. Yeah. There are people like that. It's either this or that. No in between. It's not always a good thing, to be honest. We are working on that as well. You know, we're all a work in progress. We are working on that. It's not always a good thing. I do get into trouble a lot for that. I'm working on it. I try to be more like Ola so that, sometimes don't always say just say it like that. You still have some consideration for the gray areas of the matter. We're all learning. We'll get there. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Thanks for watching, joining us. Thanks to everybody. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so. And I shall see you in my next one. Have a lovely weekend. I love you. Bye, guys. Bye. Thumbs up before you leave, please. Thank you. Bye.